Hey y'all, thanks for coming to Readings of WoollyShire this evening. We got Britches joining us this evening. I got the lady sheep behind me, so maybe they'll come in and join us. Tonight we're going to read Little Bug Eyes, the Little Frog Who Did. I'm really excited to read this book to you. The author of this book is Mrs. Frida Baker Nichols. She's from my hometown, and her husband was my 5th grade teacher growing up. And I remember getting this book when I was a kid and getting to meet the author, and Mrs. Nichols signed it for me, and what a cool, rad moment that was for me. So I'm really excited to share this book with you. And so is Britches. Sunlight bounded through the hole in the cellar door, tumbled down the steps, and landed at Little Bug Eye's feet. Little Bug Eyes wished he could go out to play in the sunshine, but his mother and father had said he must stay inside until they returned. The little frog grew tired of waiting. He tried to hop up the step, but it was such a big step, and he was such a small dog that he couldn't jump high enough to reach the top. If only someone would help me, he thought. I could hop up the steps. But there was no one to help him, and he began to cry. "Don't cry, Little Bug Eyes," said a voice from near the roots of the mimosa tree. Little Bug Eyes turned, and there sat Willy Worm. "You must not cry," said Willy Worm. "But I want to go outside," replied Little Bug Eyes. "If I could just get up the steps, I could go out and play in the sunshine." "Please, Willy Worm, come over here and boost me up when I jump." No, Willy Worm said. "You are much too small to go outside the cellar." And with that, Willy Worm put one end into the soil and disappeared so quickly that Little Bug Eyes blinked. "Oh my," he thought, "Willy Worm is gone. I'll be alone for the rest of the day." But a noise sounded outside, and a hand reached under the cellar door and opened it up. Sunlight flooded the floor, and Little Bug Eyes could see the boy Elmer walking back toward the big white house. Little Bug Eyes hopped over to the step. He jumped up and down, but try as he would, he couldn't reach the top of the step. "Oh," he sobbed, "if only someone would help me. I could go in the yard and hop about in the sunshine until Mother and Father returned." He began to cry. Why are you crying, Little Bug Eyes Tootsie?" said a voice from the top of the steps. Little Bug Eyes looked up, and there was Rowdy Rooster, turning his speckled head first to one side and then to the other. "I want to go out to play in the sunshine," replied Little Bug Eyes. "Will you help me up the steps, Rowdy Rooster?" No, I can't help you," said Rowdy Rooster. "You must stay inside the cellar because that's the best place for you." He flapped his speckled wings and strutted away. "Rowdy Rooster, please don't go," Little Bug Eyes cried, but Rowdy Rooster kept right on strutting toward the barnyard. Little Bug Eyes settled down in a corner and continued to sniffle. Soon he heard another noise at the top of the steps. He looked up, and there was Pinky Pig rooting around in the dirt. "Pinky Pig, hello up there," called Little Bug Eyes. "Hello, Little Bug Eyes. How are you today?" Pinky Pig grunted. "I want you to come out to play, but I can't get up the steps. Will you help me, Pinky Pig?" "Little Bug Eyes, I'm sorry, but I can't help you out of the cellar. Your mother and father, they wouldn't want that. Please, Pinky Pig, help me out." "No, Little Bug Eyes, I must be getting back to my pen. I hear Sam, the hired man, going there now with my bucket of slop. Goodbye, Little Bug Eyes." Pinky Pig curled his tail and trotted away. "You want to trot away?" "Well, I'm not going to cry anymore," thought Little Bug Eyes. "I'll try very hard, and I will get up the steps. Nobody wants to help me, but that doesn't matter. I'll climb up the steps all by myself." Little Bug Eyes looked at the first big step. If he could just get up that step, he could make it to the top and out into the sunshine. He hopped and jumped as high as he could, but he couldn't get up the step. Disappointed, he sat back down. "If I try harder, I can make it," he thought. So he hopped out in front of the step and gave a big leap. He leaped again, and finally he landed on the very first step. He stopped a moment to rest. He felt very proud of himself. Wouldn't everyone be surprised to see him outside? After a while, Little Bug Eyes leaped again, and this time he landed on the second step. He smiled. Just one more step, and he would be outside. He took a deep breath and hopped up and down and up and down, and up he went to the very top step. But oops, he began to slide. He was clutching tightly to the top of the step when plop, a warm hand squeezed around him and the sun disappeared. Little Bug Eyes wriggled and squirmed, but he couldn't free himself. And when the hand let go of him, something soft was all around him, and it was dark. And though not as dark as the cellar, he was inside the pocket of Elmer's blue jeans. Well, no matter, Little Bug Eyes thought. Little Bug Eyes thought, at least he was out of the cellar, and he had managed that all by himself, with just a little help from Elmer. Inside the pocket, Little Bug Eyes jogged up and down when suddenly he heard a door bang. The soft pocket tightened around him. He heard a voice say, "Elmer?" "Mother said to wash your hands." "I'll wash my hands, Elizabeth," Elmer replied. "So pass the spaghetti, please." Then the warm hand went out around Little Bug Eyes again and lifted him out and placed him inside a china cup beside Elizabeth's plate. She reached for the cup. Little Bug Eyes leaped and landed in the spaghetti sauce. Okay, let me start again. You distracted me, britches. Little Bug Eyes leaped and landed in the spaghetti sauce. The sauce splattered onto the table and onto Elizabeth's yellow dress. Elizabeth screamed and screamed and screamed. Her mother turned from the sink where she was stirring lemonade and said, "For goodness sake, Elizabeth, what is it?" Elizabeth didn't answer. She kept screaming until Little Bug Eyes leaped again, and this time he landed on her shoulder. Then she screamed louder than ever. By now, the mother had seen Little Bug Eyes, and she was marching toward him with a wooden spoon in her hand. Oh no! Little Bug Eyes trembled with fear. He wished he were back in the cellar. Then plop! A hand went around him once again. "Elmer! Elmer!" the mother yelled. "Elmer, you come back here with that frog." But Elmer was out the door, off the porch, in the yard by now, and Little Bug Eyes could hear the mother's voice comforting Elizabeth. Just imagine someone being terrified of me, Little Bug Eyes thought, and croaked so loudly that Elmer jumped and dropped him right into the bucket of slop. Oh, ugh. Someone came and picked up the bucket. Little Bug Eyes sloshed around in the slop, clinging to a piece of toast. He heard the boy call, "Sam, stop!" But Sam kept right on going toward the pig pen with the bucket of slop. "Hey, Marshmallow, here's little Sergeant Marshmallow." Getting big, becoming big Sergeant Marshmallow. She's almost as big as her mom, Colonel Popcorn. But Sam kept right on going toward the pig pen with the bucket of slop. Oh my, thought Little Bug Eyes. I'm going to be fed to Pinky Pig, along with this toast, jam, and leftover milk. I wish I were back in home in my cellar. Bet you do, Bug Eyes, I bet you do. He hopped up and down, but try as he would, he couldn't hop out of the bucket. He fell back upon the toast. Splash! He thought he would cry, but there was no time to cry. He was being poured into a chute, and he went end over end, splish splash, along with the slop, down into the trough in Pinky Pig's pen. Oh my, I wish I hadn't left my home in the cellar. I might never see my mother and father again, thought Little Bug Eyes, and he began to cry. "Who's there?" said Pinky Pig, slurping the slop. "Oh, Pinky Pig, it's Little Bug Eyes, and I've made a terrible mistake. I got out of the cellar. I've nearly lost my life twice. And would you please take me home?" "Aw, Little Bug Eyes, I'm very sorry that you made such a big mistake. But I can't take you home because Sam locked the gate behind me this morning. I can take you to the barnyard, and from there you can find your way back to the cellar. Hop up on my back," said Pinky Pig. Little Bug Eyes hopped upon the edge of the trough, and then he hopped up and down, and finally he landed on Pinky Pig's back, on Sergeant Marshmallow's back. Away went Pinky Pig toward the barnyard. Little Bug Eyes began to feel better. By now, the sun was going down, but that didn't matter. If he could just get safely back to his home in the cellar, he would stay there where he belonged. When they came to the fence, Pinky Pig stopped. Now, you can go through the barnyard and onto the mimosa tree. The cellar's not far from there, he said. Oh, hello. Thank you, Pinky Pig, said Little Bug Eyes. He hopped down and crawled through the web wire fence. What are you doing, old Puddin' Pop? Oh, I don't have enough hands for all you guys. Rowdy Rooster was eating corn. He looked up as Little Bug Eyes hopped across the barnyard. Little Bug Eyes called Rowdy Rooster. Who helped you out of the cellar? I got to the very top all by myself. Little Bug Eyes said, but I've had a terrible time and I want to go home. Will you help me get home, Rowdy Rooster? I'll help you get home, Sergeant Marshmallow. Why, yes, I'll help you. I'll take you as far, you're going to bite my chin, as far as the mimosa tree. I can't go farther because it's getting dark. Oh, I can get home from the mimosa tree. Its roots run right through the cellar, said Little Bug Eyes. Rowdy Rooster took Little Bug Eyes to the mimosa tree. Thank you, Rowdy Rooster, Little Bug Eyes said, and he sat down on a rock to rest. He was so very, very tired that he fell asleep. You chewing your cud? You gonna fall asleep? And when he awoke, it was so dark that he couldn't see which way to go to the cellar. Only a pale moon shone from the sky. Little Bug Eyes began to cry. What's the matter, Little Bug Eyes? Said a voice that sounded familiar. Willy Worm, is that you? Cried Little Bug Eyes. Yes, here I am by the mimosa tree. What are you doing here? Asked Willy Worm. Oh, Willy Worm, I didn't stay inside the cellar like Mother and Father said I should do. And now I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back home. Pinky Pig helped me to the barnyard fence, and Rowdy Rooster brought me to the mimosa tree. But I fell asleep, and now it's dark. I don't know which way to go home in the cellar. Will you help me, Willy Worm? Come with me, said Willy Worm. I'll take you home. He crawled ahead of Little Bug Eyes. Little Bug Eyes hopped and hopped through the grass in the dark right behind Willy Worm. They came to the cellar. But the door was closed. Oh no, said Willy Worm. You can't get inside. Yes, I can, said Little Bug Eyes. I can go through the hole in the door. Watch. Here I go. Little Bug Eyes squeezed through the hole in the door. Thank you, Willy Worm, he called. His mother and father rushed up the steps and hugged him tightly. Little Bug Eyes was never so happy in his life. He vowed never again to leave his home in the cellar against his parents' wishes. This was truly the best place where he belonged, the very best place in the world. Home, sweet home, the end. Well, thank you for joining us of reading the WoollyShire. And Marshmallow's all about it. I got someone playing with my stand of the camera there. Well, we're going to end it tonight, and I hope you guys are staying safe. And it's been a little cooler outside here for the sheep. So thank you. Share this with your friends and have fun. Bye, y'all.